I'm pretty sure you've heard about all the chaos that has been going on with crypto markets in the last 2 weeks. But it looks like things might actually be getting better, especially for SHIB. So, if you want some good news, make sure to watch this video all the way to the end. Disclaimer: if you saw my last film, you know about the big BlackRock news. If you didn't watch it, you should, because it was very interesting. But in short, BlackRock, which is probably the biggest financial company in the world, recently put a lot of money into Bitcoin. They bought shares in MicroStrategy, which is known for having the biggest Bitcoin investment of any company in the world. Yes, BlackRock is now investing in crypto, but there's more. BlackRock has put in an application for a spot Bitcoin ETF, and Coinbase will be its cryptocurrency custodian. So, instead of just investing in a company that owns a lot of Bitcoin, BlackRock has decided to offer its customers real crypto services. This is strange because there is still a lot of disagreement about whether or not crypto is a safe way to spend. Many governments still haven't decided to make trading cryptocurrency legal, and some have outright banned it. However, BlackRock has chosen to go all in on cryptocurrency. CNBC News says that the company asked the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for permission to start the iShares Bitcoin Trust. If the ETF is accepted, investors would have easy access to crypto and a product from one of the biggest companies on Wall Street. This move has a huge effect on the crypto market, and the most obvious effect is the validity it gives. If BlackRock is engaging in cryptocurrency, it must be a good way to put your money to work. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, though, you should know that the SEC doesn't like it when companies want to start spot Bitcoin ETF in the US. The regulator has turned down similar requests in the past and is now in a fight with another group over the same problem. So there is a good chance that they could stop BlackRock from putting out a Bitcoin ETF. But on the other hand, BlackRock is a very important company. It's hard to see how the SEC could stand in its way. If you thought this was really helpful, please leave a review and tell your friends about this video. It really helps with YouTube's algorithm, which makes it easier for me to keep making better movies. Still, we should all keep our fingers crossed on this one and hope that the SEC won't try to stop BlackRock from launching a Bitcoin ETF because of its place in the financial market. Even if the SEC didn't object, it usually takes months for ETF to start trading after they've been filed. So we shouldn't expect to see this anytime soon. Still, it's interesting that just the fact that BlackRock wants to start a Bitcoin ETF is enough to give crypto more credibility. BlackRock wants to start an ETF for Bitcoin because it thinks Bitcoin is a safe investment. So, even before that ETF comes out, we might see more people getting into the cryptocurrency market. At this point, though, I have to say that this is not financial study. Make sure to find out things on your own. Something else about this BlackRock move is very interesting, and that is how Shiba Inu fits into all of this. CNBC says that Coinbase is named as the Bitcoin custodian for the BlackRock ETF that is being planned. BlackRock and Coinbase already work together in a smart way. Last year, the companies said that Aladdin, BlackRock's platform for institutional investors, would be linked to Coinbase Prime for trade and storage of cryptocurrencies. So basically, Coinbase is a big reason why BlackRock is getting into the cryptocurrency market. Now, you might remember that Coinbase and Binance are both in trouble with the SEC right now. Fraud is being looked into at the crypto exchange, and this lawsuit has made many crypto users worried about what it means for Coinbase's future. But the fact that BlackRock works with the market must mean that they are here to stay, right? Consider it. BlackRock is the biggest company in the world that takes care of assets. Some of the biggest companies, like Apple and Amazon, hire them to take care of their possessions. So, if there is one thing that BlackRock needs to be good at, it is making the right investment choices. A company with this kind of history wouldn't make sense to join forces with a company that is about to go out of business, would it? But how is this related to Shiba Inu? First of all, Coinbase does have a large number of SHIB coins. Even though it doesn't have the most SHIB, it does have enough that if it had to stop and sell, it could affect the price of SHIB. So it's good that the deal could last for a long time. But what's even more important is that Coinbase has shown a personal interest in SHIB over the years. For one thing, Coinbase recently added SHIB to the name of its app on the App Store. If you went to download Coinbase, that is, there, it would say that, among other well-known currencies, the exchange has SHIB dealing services. And that goes to show how important SHIB are to Coinbase. Coinbase has also known what it's like to have the backing of the Shiba Inu community. But before we get to that, this station gives away 100,000 SHIB every day to anyone who wants to take part. Just subscribe to this channel, like this movie, and leave a comment below. #Shiba Inu. Good luck! If you were here the first time Coinbase mentioned SHIB, you might remember that Coinbase went straight to the top of the App Store as a result. So the relationship between Coinbase and Shiba Inu is mutually useful, and we can expect that to continue with this deal with BlackRock. With everything that has been going on between crypto exchanges and the SEC, there is no way to know which crypto exchange will come out unscathed. If proof of fraud is found, some of them would have to be disbanded for sure. But if BlackRock chooses Coinbase, it may be the only one left. So, it's good that Shiba Inu and Coinbase get along well, don't you think? Please tell us what you think in the area below. Analysts have been trying to figure out how big of an effect BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF could have by making predictions. For some history, if BlackRock launched a Bitcoin ETF, it would mean that the New York Stock Exchange would list a crypto ETF. So you can see how big this chance really is. Many people never even thought this was possible in the first place. Some experts think that BlackRock's decision to start a Bitcoin ETF is similar to the first time a gold ETF was listed on the New York Stock Exchange. When you look at the map, you can see that the price of gold went up in a slow but crazy way after it was listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Even though there were drops here and there, because it is a financial market, the price of gold went back to where it was before it was on the stock exchange market. Considering this, it sounds like the price of Bitcoin might be about to basically explode. This, of course, depends on whether or not BlackRock launches that ETF, which we are still hoping for. If that happened and the price of Bitcoin went up, the same thing would probably happen with SHIB. And that's because SHIB tend to do the same thing when the price of Bitcoin goes up. Also, as more people join the cryptocurrency market because BlackRock has given it more credibility, people might start to see SHIB as a good choice for one. The Shiba Inu market is booming, and there are a lot of projects going on to improve the environment. But one of the best things about it is that it is one of the cheapest cryptocurrencies to buy. When Shibarium comes out, even its transfers will be some of the cheapest on the cryptocurrency market. What's not to like about it? So, if you are in the Shiba Inu market right now, you need to decide if you want to hold on to your tokens until things get better or not. Considering everything that is going to happen, it might be best to hold on to your tokens, but this is not financial advice.